Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm sorry it's been so long since I've actually recorded a video. The last video I actually posted onto my YouTube was declaring the fact that I lost my GoPro, which was my prime source for video content. It was just easier to access, separate things for it. Now I got myself a little selfie stick. I'm using my phone right now to actually record. It's going to make it easier to record my videos and go on from there. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to try to make this a quick video today, and I hope the subject matter doesn't offend anybody at all. Sorry, I'm just trying to drive at the same time. I hope the content of the video does not offend anybody. As you can tell by the name of the video, this is going to be about the Luby's Massacre of 1991. I'm not going to say I have any personal experience with it, but the reason why I wanted to talk about that subject matter today is because at the time my dad was actually stationed in Fort Hood, Texas. Fort Hood, Texas was actually located in Killeen, Texas. Now, I personally was born in Killeen, but I have not really stepped foot in Killeen or anywhere in Texas since, December 1991, which is almost 2 months exactly after when this event had happened. Excuse me, I'm just tired. Just got off work a little while ago. Excuse me. So I have not been to Killeen in 25 years, really. My birthday's tomorrow. I'll be 33 tomorrow. Last time I actually stepped foot in Texas was in June of 2003, and all I was doing was I was actually flying out to Germany to go serve a church mission for 2 years out there. I flew out of Seattle, where I grew up, just in the area. Flew out of Seattle, went to Salt Lake City for a couple of months, then I flew up from Salt Lake City to Dallas Fort Worth, and I was only there for like a 2-hour layover, and then I was out to Germany. That was the last time I actually stepped foot in the state of Texas. So I think it's about due time that I go back. Just gotta find the time and the money for it. Anyways, the reason why I want to talk about the Luby's Massacre is because today is October 13th, 2016, and if you recall, when this occurred, it happened on October 16th, 1991. So we're coming up on the 25th anniversary of it. And by the way, Mom and Dad, if you are watching this video, want to wish you guys a happy anniversary first off, because I know your anniversary is on the same day that this horrible event took place. But first of all, I wanted to say I love you guys, and I'm thankful to have you guys in my life, and I'm thankful that you have been such wonderful parents to me, and also to Jamie. I probably shouldn't say their names out loud. I'm sorry. To both of my brothers, both of my sisters, and I thank you guys for that. And I wish you guys the best, and I love you guys very much. So I'm happy to dedicate that little portion of the video to you guys. Anyways, let's get back to the subject matter. October 16th, 1991. George Howard was, at this time, he was fed up with his life, and he is unemployed, losing his jobs left and right, and blamed all of his problems. He was a misogynistic type of person. He blamed all of his problems on women. Roommates he had from college, ex-roommates he had, would say that he hated blacks, Hispanics, gays, you name it. He hated everybody. He was basically a loner. Blamed most of his problems on women. Anyway, he originally planned to perform this attack on his birthday, which is actually October 15th, the day before the attacks, but I'm not sure what happened, but something got in his way that prevented him from doing it on that day. And what happened, so the next day, October 16th, 1991, is when he performed the awful attack. What he did is he went to the Luby's cafeteria in Killeen, Texas, which is right close to near where the Killeen Mall is. He drove his 87 Ford pickup straight into the front of the building. upon initial contact, I'm not sure if he had killed anybody with his action when he actually drove through into the building. Yeah, he actually drove his truck into the building. If you look it up, you can see pictures of his truck in the restaurant. Anyways, the first person to go help him out of the car, because a lot of people were thinking it was a car accident. The first person to go help him out was a doctor. I think he was a veterinarian. That has to be changed. Yeah, there has to be research. I'm sorry, there's a police officer over there, and I don't know if you saw me doing that or not. Anyways, he was a doctor of some sort. He wanted to go help him out, George Nard. He wanted to go help him out, go see if he was okay, see if he was injured at all. And when the doctor went to his car, George Nard had actually taken his gun out and shot the person and killed him. And then he got out of his car and started almost randomly shooting right off the bat. But most of his victims, he was mostly after the women that were there in the restaurant. You see, there was a total of, let me see, I believe it was a total of 52 people. 51, I think, that were victims, I guess, or 50 people that were victims. 51 if you want to count George Nard. He went around randomly walking by men, shooting women in the head. And of the 23 people that died, 10 of them were shot in the head. 14 of them were women. He was picking out the women out of the group. Let's see, there was 23 people were shot and killed. 23 people were shot and killed. 27 were injured but survived. And the 24th person shot and dead was actually George Nard, the guy who was killing everybody else. After a brief shootout with the police, he was actually injured, shot 4 times by the police. And after that, he was able to get himself into a bathroom, I believe it was, at the restaurant. And he actually shot and killed himself. He committed suicide. So thus there was the 24th person. I don't know if, I'm not going to count him as a victim, but he was the 24th person to die at the scene. The reason why I wanted to talk about that is because, yeah, we do have a problem with mass shootings here in America. And also, but I don't blame guns. I don't blame the guns for the reason why this happened, because guns, I'm sorry for scratching my nose a second ago, by the way. I personally do not believe that guns are the problem here in America, but rather it's the people who are shooting the guns. They're causing all these like mass shootings and all these horrendous attacks on other people. It's horrible. I don't blame guns. I blame the people who are handling the guns, because the way I see it, guns, they just can't randomly get up and start shooting people on their own. I'm not advocating for gun control. I just maybe a little bit of a stricter background check. I know people are still going to get guns no matter what. I understand that. Whether it be off the black market or somewhere without, they're still illegally going to get guns somehow. I guess I just think that people should be able to conceal and carry their weapons whenever necessary to be able to protect themselves. The main reason for the Second Amendment was to allow us to be able to carry these guns to protect ourselves from the government. I'm not saying I'm an anarchist at all. I'm quite the opposite. I guess it's a different story, especially when it comes to the current presidential election going on. I'm not a fan of either of them really at all. But I just say call for, I guess, look for like a stricter background check. If you're not a legal citizen here in America, but or if you're not like a citizen quite yet, but you're still working on it, you should not be able to have a gun until you become a legal citizen. And if you have like any mental issues, I'm not making fun of the mentally ill at all, but I feel that if you have some kind of mental issue, you should not be allowed to have a gun. Or if you have a criminal background, then you should not be able to have a gun. In my opinion, that's how I think of it, and that's how I always think of it. Man, just another reason why I wanted to bring up the issue is because October 16th, 1991, that was my parents' 9th anniversary. And that was actually 2 days after my 8th birthday. And that was about 2 months before my dad got restationed out in Germany, so that's why it was so short. We didn't leave Texas because of the event, but because the military needed my dad and our family out there in Germany to help out there. Any military family understands what I mean by that. But to me, it's kind of like 9/11, where it's something that impacts you so much that you can't help but, remember those who have fallen. I didn't lose anybody close to me in particular. I didn't lose any friends. I didn't lose any family members. I didn't know anybody who actually lost their lives there. But it's just something I want to remember and just kind of cherish those who lost their lives and lost to the others who lost loved ones. You know what I mean? It was just sad. And upon doing some more research, I found out that it was actually the 4th worst single mass shooter attack in American history, behind Sandy Hook, behind the Orlando shootings from earlier this year, and there was one other one. There was one other one that was worse than the Luby's massacre. I'm sorry which one it was. In your comments below, if you could tell me what it is, just let me know. I forget what it was. I can't look my notes up. I'm driving right now. But it was actually this, up until after it happened, it was actually the worst single single shooting to happen outside of a public school in American history, up until the 2016 Orlando shootings that happened. They were the nightclub shootings that happened earlier this year. That is the worst mass shooting in American history that happened outside of a school. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little bit of a history lesson. Leave your comments below. Feel free to share the video. Help me to remember the victims. Help me to remember the victims that lost their lives in this horrendous attack, and also help me remember the victims' families, to let them know that we love them. We're thinking of them in this hard time. And go ahead and please subscribe to my channel just by clicking the subscribe button down below. Feel free to come like my Facebook page that I have going on. It's at www.facebook.com/group/famousamericanstuff. Come join the group. Feel free to share your stuff on the page. If you have any YouTube videos you would like to share, I welcome the idea. I just don't want any like naughty stuff going on. Nothing racial or segregating, stuff like that. I don't want any of that stuff on the page, but come see what other people have to say and do. Their interest is, just come enjoy it. Sorry for the nose thing again. And also, you can follow me on Twitter at ShrinerDog83. It's at ShrinerDawg83. Feel free to start, and also feel free to no, actually, I'm sorry, that's my Instagram account. Instagram at ShrinerDog83. Twitter at Chris Sirrine, capital C HRIS, capital SIRRINE. Anyways, feel free to follow me. I welcome new members always. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video. Love you guys. Peace out. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.